why Battersea office workers develop chronic lower back pain. And there's multiple reasons. And if you're watching this video, it's only going to be 1 minute long. But if you want to watch the longer video where I go much deeper. So it can be mental, emotional, spiritual and physical. And just having a job you fucking hate can give you lower back pain every day. Now, I've worked with clients in chronic back pain. I'm a master level 5 practitioner that I studied over 6 years to get my qualification, and I'm a master personal trainer and a shaman healer, and I always get my clients pain free if they're ready to be pain free. Some people have pain because they're attached to the emotion of the pain and the attention they get from friends and family. Does that make sense? And it's not just about your office desk. So now click on to the longer video if you're interested in watching the rest of this. So back pain can come from hydration. If you're not drinking enough water, the body or the spine will reduce in size as you get dehydrated. And as you're sitting for longer periods of time, say half an hour or longer, all your muscles will tighten up. So the muscles around the spinal segment, say L5-S1, where your belly button is, it will shrink. And that will cause really bad lower back pain. The other thing is if your monitor is not to your eye level, if you're looking down, this will be pulling on your neck muscles, which the neck muscles here are connected to your L5-S1. So as you're looking down, you're stretching all the muscles along the back and the muscles and the fascia in the back area. So then you're really overstretching it. Then when you straighten up again, it's tightening up again. And this is what causes lower back pain in office workers. The same as your seat. If your seat is not ergonomically designed and your monitor, then this will affect you. So I advise you get up every 15 to 20 minutes, walk around, go to the toilet and do a hamstring stretch. Or what you can do, you can get a thick towel, roll the thick towel up, lay it on the floor lengthways, and you lay on it lengthways for 15 minutes. And this will release the whole of your back within 15 minutes. And you will feel absolutely amazing. I give it to all my clients if they're office workers or they sit at a desk for long periods of time. Now, there is a thing that people say about standing at a desk. Now, the only thing with that is that if you've got varicose veins and stuff like that, that can make the varicose veins worse. So it's not a good idea to have a standing desk. And then you go home and your legs are fucking killing you and you don't know what to do to relax your legs. But I'm going to tell you what you can do. So what you can do, you get a big bowl of water, quite warm, add some peppercorns, add some ginger, add some garlic, add some tea bags, and mix it all up together. Put your feet in it for 20 minutes and your feet will feel like they're brand new. I do it all the time, especially if I'm walking. I walk everywhere, I don't drive, so my feet are always working, and I'm 55 years old, but I've got 18-inch guns, and I walk my talk all the time. So really important, if you can do stretching like a hamstring stretch or a quad stretch in between your sitting periods, this will help you. Or even just do a little bit of rotational movement in which to put synovial fluid into the spinal segments. So the synovial fluid is like, is like the WD-40 that your spine needs. And if you're dehydrated, your spine will shrink. And the older you are, the more it will shrink. And the more you need to drink more water. The other thing people won't tell you is that when you're sitting at your desk, if you've got a flat back, you need more curvature. And if you've got too much curvature, you need a flatter back. So always have a cushion behind your back. And a lot of the ergonomic chairs now have a cushion that's positioned in a certain way where you can move it up and down for the curvature in your spine. Does that make sense? So hydration is really important. Movement is really important. Stretching the right muscles. So somebody, if they're not being assessed by me, when I do an assessment, I do 150 assessments in 4 hours. Then I do a diet and lifestyle assessment and an office assessment to make sure that you've got everything pinpointed. So if your hamstrings are long and weak, you shouldn't stretch them, but you need to strengthen them. The same as if the quad is short and tight, you need to stretch the quad, and you may be quad dominant, which 100% of people are. You don't overdo quad exercises like too much squatting and stuff like that if you're in pain. So hydration, movement, getting up every 10, 15, 20 minutes, having a walk around, doing some stretches or doing something will dramatically help you with your lower back pain. Making sure that your monitor when you're sitting down is at eye level, and making sure that your keyboard is at a higher level where your arms are neutral position. Does that make sense? And this will take all the stress off the lower back. Remember that when you wake up in the morning, if you're dehydrated from drinking alcohol, this will shrink your spinal segments, which means they'll rub together like steel on ice. So when you see an ice skater and they make a certain move and you see all that ice coming from when they turn, that's what you're doing to your spine when you're not drinking enough water. And remember, if you're not going poo-poo time twice or 3 times a day, you're constipated and you're drinking your own poo, which will cause dehydration in the body again and cause your body to be stinky and smelly, and you won't be able to get out of the lower back pain. So it's not just about you just need to do one stretch. It's not just about you just need to change the office desk. You have to think about the shoes that you're wearing as well. So if you're wearing high heel shoes, which a lot of women do when they're in the office because they want to get promoted, I'm only joking, but if a woman wears high heel shoes, say she's like that on her high heel shoes, but she's like this normally, that's taken the eyes off of the horizon. So you imagine every muscle, every bone is all connected together. So as they're higher, they're pushing their head forward, which then is affecting the upper neck, which then affects the lower neck, the lower back. So it's really important that you keep all this in balance and stretch, and women should not wear high heel shoes. If they're wearing high heel shoes and they want to show off their legs, make the dress or skirt shorter, if that makes sense. So really important, when you wake up in the morning, do some light stretching, do a little bit of a warm up till you get a light sweat, and then do some light stretching. You can buy a Theragun. I know lots of people have got them now, and I'll just show you. I'll get a Theragun. So this is your health tablet, the Theragun. I highly recommend it. Look how small that is, enough to hold in my hand, and the power in it is fantastic. And it lasts for ages. You can recharge it and recharge it. I've had that about 3 years now, and I use it every night, every morning, and I use it on my clients. And the great thing about the Theragun is that, say if your lower back is hurting, you can switch it on and just rub it up and down on the back. If your quads are hurting, do the same thing, but not too long. And this will help loosen off your body. But I would say in an office, don't drink tea or coffee unless it's decaffeinated. And always drink your body weight in ounces of water a day. So it's 0.33 times your body weight. So I have to drink, I'm 15 stone. I drink about 3.5 pints of water a day, or 3 litres. And that's perfect for me. And you'll know when you're not drinking enough water, your hands will go wrinkly. When you're in my age group of 55. So when you're drinking enough water, you'll know when you're hydrated enough. Just look at your hands. Does that make sense? Now, when it comes to your job, if you hate your job, Get out of it. Do something different. Because that job will be affecting your lower back. You know, if your boss is a wanker, or the person you're sitting next to is doing your fucking head in, get a transfer, move somewhere else, okay? When it comes to shoes, I wear Vivo barefoots, and I've been wearing them for years, and that really toughens up your feet, which toughens up your core, which toughens you up all over the body. Then the other thing I highly recommend is strength and conditioning. If you're sitting in an office desk all day long, 8 hours a day, and you're not doing those strength exercises or strength and conditioning, you're maybe, if you're in my age group, you may be getting sarcopenia. And sarcopenia is muscle wastage. When you get muscle wastage, it's really fucking difficult to gain muscle. You see these guys on steroids and stuff like that, and they look huge, but they've still got to work their arse off in which to get it. Okay? And for women to gain muscle, they have 10 times less testosterone compared to a man. So normally it's easier for a man to gain muscle than what it is a woman, but depending on your age group and your training age. So my training age is elite athlete over 35 years. But if you're sitting in an office desk all day long and you never work out and you're moaning about your back pain, it's your own fucking fault. Unless you train and you do functional training or corrective exercise to help you with your lower back pain will never go away. The same as if you do all the corrective exercise, you do all the training, you're drinking enough water, you're taking your vitamins and supplements like like Hulk Hogan would say, and you still got that back pain. But if you hate your boss and you're sleeping with somebody you fucking hate every night, that's the root cause. Does that make sense? So it's not just the desk, it's not just the seat. It can be the shoes that you're wearing. If you're wearing, say, Nike with air bubbles in, I can remember I bought a pair in Thailand. I fucking nearly broke my fucking ankle because they was obviously not made well. But I bought them because they were cheap and I thought they would be fine. But I soon realised that what you pay for is what you get. So really think about that. Change your ergonomics of your monitor. Change your seat. Don't think about, oh, it's £500. Think about it's £500 that's going to stop me getting my back getting worse. And remember that 75% of the population suffer with back pain at one time or another. Now, a bit of a sad story. A friend of mine was suffering with back pain and getting nosebleeds. I said, look, go and see the doctor. Didn't see the doctor for about 3 months. Then after the nosebleeds, he went to the doctor, had spine cancer. Within 4 years, he was dead. So always look out for these signs. If you're getting lower back pain, it could be you have a leg length discrepancy where you got one leg longer than the other. It could be, you're just not stretching, or you've lost muscle in that area. So remember as well, when you get sarcopenia, it's not just going to be in your biceps. It might be in the lower back muscles. It might be in the lat muscle. It could be in your neck muscle. It doesn't just waste away on just one single part. Does that make sense? So what I would suggest, if you want to get assessed and you want to have a great trainer in Battersea, London, it's where I live. I've been training clients for over 27 years. I've got 175 reviews on my website and 38 in Google. And I really love what I do. I'm very, very passionate about always getting my clients the success that they're looking for. But I'm very expensive. I charge £200 an hour, and you're looking at about 25 to 30 grand, 30,000, 25 to 30,000 up front. That's to show me that you're ready and that you're going to put the work in, and for me to show you what's going wrong and how we're going to correct it. You can read on my website where I had a guy, he had neck pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, went to the physio, went to the osteopath, went to the doctor. Nobody could help him. come to see me. He was sitting there and I went, "Did you have an Indian last night?" And he went, "Yes, I did, Scott. How do you know?" I said, "I can smell it coming out of your pores." And he said, "I'm Asian." Well, that's showing that you've got a leaky gut and that the gut is not working. So if the gut is not working, the muscles are not rebuilding. This is why you're in chronic pain. Then I see his physio program, and the physio program had 27 exercises in it. I reduced it down to 4. All of a sudden, his knee pain disappeared. All of a sudden, his shoulder pain disappeared. And then we got him on a special diet that I use with my clients, and it looks at your genetic type. And as soon as he started to eat according to his genetic type, and we've done specialised corrective exercise, and I'm documenting all this and gauging it as we're going through, at the end of the year of working with me, he was completely pain-free. He couldn't lift 7 pounds off the floor. He was doing 120 kilos off the floor with no pain and balancing on one leg and pushing a kettlebell in the air. But he was in a mess. He went everywhere and couldn't find somebody to help him. So if you're that type of client, I want to hear from you, but you have to be rich, you have to have a lot of money, and you have to be willing to work with somebody that doesn't give you any BS. I talk straight, and I don't take any BS from clients neither. If you start dicking me around, I will tell you that you're dicking me around. I'll give you 3 options, 3 chances. You blow them 3 chances, then you're on your own. So really, really important, get a Theragun. Make sure you stretch your muscles in the morning and during work if you can. Make sure you don't sit for too longer periods. Make sure you hydrate yourself to the gauge that I said. Make sure you buy an expensive chair, not a cheap one. Go and buy some Vibrams or Vivo Barefoots. They're expensive, but they really make your feet stronger. If your feet are strong, the rest of your structure is strong. Make sure you get all your office ergonomically sorted out. And if you hate your boss, go and get a new boss. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, please like, please share. I know it was a bit long. I'll be uploading videos with great advice on a regular basis. So if you join my channel, obviously you'll get updated when the videos are coming out. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening. And I look forward to sharing with you with another thing that can help you with your life. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.